couple of easy days for Christmas. I didn't do much except eat like a pig and the bare minimum in the garden. I'm going to have a couple more easy days before New Year, and then in the New Year I'm going to get started again. We had some rain last night, not a lot, about 7 millimeters or so, but something. Look what's going on. This squash plant is turned into a monster. The watermelons continue apace. This squash plant has a bunch of ones that have started down there. There's another one in there. This bunch hiding. I think it's going to be very productive. That's good. Still no signs of melons, but tons and tons of flowers. So, watermelons. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. There's one in there somewhere. I think there's 5 or 6. These ones have started flowering as well, so that's good. I think I'm going to plant something in here soon because nothing's coming up. I've been thinking the next couple of days is just maintenance, but then in the new year I start my new project. These are eggplants, but something seems to be eating the leaves. I don't know what. Can't find anything. These mustard plants, I've decided I'm going to let go to seed, and then I'm going to make mustard. Don't know how much I'll be able to make, but we'll see. I built this trellis the other day for the long beans. They don't want to go up, they keep going down. I'm trying to train them up. And these giant ones here are zucchinis. Look, they're doing really well. There's one coming up in there. There's going to be another one there. Flower there. There's another one there. These are all starting to flower right now, so that's good. I'm going to have a lot of zucchini. Okay, projects for the new year. It's a lot of work for me to get these beds ready because the ground is so unready with all the roots and everything I got to take out and the difficulties I have. It's a lot of work to get the beds prepared. So I spend all that time preparing the beds, and then what happens? I get 1 tomato come up in each line or 2 eggplants. It's really annoying. Or like, look on this row. These are cucumbers. These came up, what, 80%. Tomatoes, 20%. Green peppers or bell peppers, nothing. So I got all the work to prepare the beds, like here, diddly and squat. I got all the work to prepare the beds, and then I just don't get anything coming up because I think the seed quality here is pretty shoddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to germination trays. I don't have any idea where I'm going to put them yet, but I'm going to germinate things until I get little seedlings, and then I'm going to stick the seedlings in and see if that does better, because this is just a lot of work for nothing. So that's my plan for the new year. Then if I get better germination, I'm going to have more stuff in the ground, and I'll have more need for extra space, so I'm going to clear out these beds. And then some things that like I haven't even got to grow, like chilies. I want to grow a lot of chilies because I use a lot of chilies. I've not got one germinated. Or cabbages. I've planted like 3 rows of cabbages, and not got one germination. It's very frustrating. And tomatoes, like everybody, I wanted to have big rows of tons of tomatoes because it's something that, like most people, we eat tons of, but no good. So that's my big project for the coming weeks. Apart from that, I'm just going to keep keeping on. Of course, I got to get the germination trays. It's another problem, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, to work. Trying to fill these beds while I can before I get the germination trays. It's a bit of a awkward time for planting a lot of things because it's beginning to the middle of summer. So in this one, row 1, I just planted some beetroots, some lettuce, some cress and some mustard. See how that goes. I planted all of these much more densely than I have been before, in the hope that if only half come up, it's still a worthwhile row. We shall see. Come on, dog, come on. Today is the last cooler day, well, the only cooler day, because yesterday was hot, before it gets back up into the high 30s, low 40s again, around about 100 Fahrenheit. So today, trying to get a lot done. I did okay, I think. I did a lot of weeding, which is just constant. See that spear of a plant coming up in the middle? That's ginger. Pretty cool. Planted some bits of ginger that I had in the kitchen. So what did I do? In this row, and those rows, a couple of rows over there, I planted some beetroot. And oops, I broke my watering system. I planted some beetroot and some lettuce and some mustard and something else. What was the other thing? Mustard. It'll come to me. And I shored up the fence against the wind, but I'm going to have to do it again. I tried tying some of these beans onto the strings across, but that doesn't seem to have worked very well. Well, 50% worked maybe. What else did I do? I pulled out a couple of wheelbarrows of roots of this devil weed, lily of the valley vine. Still comes up. This is it here. No matter how much I pull up, it still shows up. You just cannot get all those roots. And that's about it really, but that took a lot. There's a lot of moving around, a lot of pulling up those roots. They're just mind-bogglingly effective. I mean, a heartfelt salute to the efficiency of this plant for turning everything into itself. Look, I just pulled that out. I'll fix that tomorrow. It really is quite amazing what it does. But it's a pain in my booty. With this planting, since I have such, I know I keep going on about it, but it changes everything I do. Since I have such a poor germination rate, before, for example, I would plant beetroot, 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 beetroot. Now, since I don't get very good results, in the attempt to get a full row, I've planted beetroot, 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 beetroot. Double rows on either side of the watering tape and much closer together. The same with the mustard, the same with the lettuce, and the same with the other thing that I planted that I can't remember what it is. It'll come to me. If you look in here, these are growing so quickly. It's amazing. Another one in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. The watermelons continue, which is good. That's the. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I did. All this water pipe is getting kind of covered up by grass, and I couldn't see where it was dripping or if it was dripping. So I pulled out the grass for most of the length. And this is the attempt at getting these vines to stay up and not get blown everywhere, because the wind really is crazy. So some of them look like they've stuck and others not. Not a bad attempt. That's going to be it for today. Again, another few days of relatively little done because of the holidays and the heat. Everything